Okay, so here we have a number line. And we know if we've got the number 4 and we take away 1. 4 minus 1 is not very hard. We get the answer 3. But what do we do when we've only got a small number here, like the number 1? 1 minus 4. Well, it's easier if we try and think about where are we on the number line. We're at number 1, and we're going to go 4 steps backwards. So if it was 1 degrees centigrade on the thermometer, and we went 4 degrees colder, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know that 1 minus 4 would give us the answer, minus 3. If we were at 2 degrees and we went 6 degrees backwards, minus 6, 2 minus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 minus 6 would give us the answer, minus 4. 1 minus 5 would give us the answer, minus 4. 3 minus 7 would give us the answer, minus 4. We'd start at 3, we'd go 7 steps back, and we'd end up at minus 4. Is there an easier way to do this mathematically? Well, yeah, there is actually. What we can say is, we look at the largest number, and instead of doing 2 minus 6, we make it easy for ourselves. We do 6 minus 2. Do the large number first and take the little number away from the big number. 6 minus 2 is 4. But the largest number had a minus in front, so the answer is going to have the minus in front. So that 2 minus 6 ends up being minus 4. So we do a subtraction by just taking the small number away from the large number, but then we put the sign that the largest number had in front of it into our answer. That makes it pretty easy when we're doing things like this, where we have, for example, 7.2 minus 9.8. Now we've got decimal involved, and if I use the same principle that I take the little number away from the big number. So let's just put it up with decimals. 9.8 minus 7.2 would give me 8 minus 2 is 6, 9 minus 7 is 2. So the answer here would be 2.6 in terms of the magnitude of the answer. But is it on the positive side of the number line or the negative side of the number line? Well, the largest number had a minus in front of it, and therefore the answer is going to have a minus in front of it. So when you've got a larger number that you're taking away from a smaller number, you still take the small number away from the larger number, but then you put the sign in front of the answer that had the largest number in. So if this had been 9.8 minus 7.2, we'd have got the answer 2.6, but the answer would have had a plus in front of it, plus 2.6, because the largest number, the 9.8, has a plus in front of it. So it's just one way that you can think about it. When you've got decimals, how should I subtract when my largest number is a negative number? This technique helps. What if we have to find the average of two negative numbers then? Let's say we would like to know the average of minus 1 and minus 3. Here's two negative numbers. Well, we know that in order to find the mean or the average of two numbers, we add them together. So we have minus 1 and we add minus 3 to it. So we're adding the two numbers that we have, and then we divide by 2. What do we do when we have a plus and a minus here? Well, if we have a plus, and this bracket actually means turns it into a times. So we get a plus times a minus, it's always a minus. So we have minus 1, minus 3 divided by 2. Exactly the same thing. So we're here at minus 1, and we go 3 steps more negative. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get the answer minus 4 here. So we have minus 4 divided by 2, giving the answer minus 2. So the middle number exactly of minus 1 and minus 3 should be minus 2. Is that reasonable? Here's minus 1, and here's minus 3. Of course it's reasonable that minus 2 is the mean number, the number exactly in the middle of those two, the average number. So that's just to give you, what do we do then if we have multiplication with negative numbers? Let's say that we have -2 and we've got 4 lots of it. -2 times 4, well, 2 times 4 is 8, so -2 times +4 will be -8. Okay? So if one number has a negative sign, the other number doesn't have any sign at all, meaning that there's a positive number there, then we get a negative answer. -4 times +2 would also give us -8. 2 times 4, 2 plus 2 times +4 would give us the answer +8. And the trickiest one to get for a while is that what do we do then when we have -2 times -4? Well, whenever we have the same sign, so here we've got a minus multiplied by a minus, we get a positive answer. So this one takes a bit of getting used to, but in maths, same sign, the answer is always positive when it comes to multiplication and division, not when it comes to subtraction. So -2 times -4 would be +8. 2 times 4 would be 8. -2 times +4 would be -8. And -4 times +2 would be -8. Same for division. If we had 4 divided by 2, we know we'd get the answer 2. If we had -4 divided by -2, we would still get the answer +2 because we have the same sign here. 2 identical even signs, we get a plus as an answer. -4 divided by 2 would be -2, and +4 divided by -2 would give us -2. Different signs, 2 different signs, minus answer. 2 different signs, minus answer. Okay? So these are the basic skills of negative numbers that you need to be able to start getting into questions for this chapter.